What's up, everybody? My name is DeCabbage Van Can, aka Ironleaf Cabbages, and there we go. I forgot to turn on the Xbox. So, today will be probably one of the last days for Rogue Trader for at least a little while. We're gonna finish up the game. And either today or Monday, probably. So, load game and did you unscrew it or Onion, help her. Okay, just help her. Make sure they're threaded. That's fun. Yes, my child. No, you cannot make a smoothie right now. You gotta hold the clothes to do it. Do you have the ones that are cold? All right. Think after I start the quest, it'll disable free travel, most likely. I'm not sure. Kind of going to be a little bit of mixed reports. So we're going to go deal with the colony event that worries me. So I think I know what Nomos is. And I think he is some manner of Necron crap that has forgotten its purpose. Vaguely reminiscent of Void Dragon stuff. Like the stuff they keep talking about in relation to him. So, I was also going to talk to him before I disembarked. I think I got to the Furibunda system last night, but I need to turn back, go to Vibos 6, which we did have a bit of a Necron incident with. Remember, tomorrow we'll be doing Oh, did I finish doing that? Yeah, that shouldn't be every 5 minutes. That should be like... interval, let's say 25 minutes. We're going to be starting to game with you guys. We're going to organize it through our Discord. If for whatever reason you don't have a Discord, let us know. We can work with you. It's just the one that's the easiest to work with for us. I think one of the better decisions I've made in this game has been to make this big highway here. Instead of having to jump through everything, I can just travel colony to colony along a central route. That night, the Lord Captain and some of the crew were awakened by beautiful music. The sounds seemed to caress their very minds until they realized the source was their own bodies. While their teeth were chattering out a staccato, their tendons were being plucked like strings by unseen hands, and invisible breaths flowed through their bones, turning them into mournful flutes. The illusion ended, but for a long time afterward, every movement made their hearts stutter in fear. Was the orchestra about to strike up once more? That yeah, Vivo 6, we've had Necron activity, which I feel like the colony's inhabitants are afflicted with religious ecstasy and visions. The visions are an omen. The madness of fear of pure faith grips the planet's population. Huzzah. Alright, let me check the threading on these. Make sure they're sealed. Don't want it to leak onto the shirt.
They do it?
Probably, I believe so. guys move these around? Yeah, they move my stuff around. It doesn't fit proper. Alright. Kinda hope they're not an omen. So, Shun, we have a new, we have another command I added today to make it easier for people to connect for gaming. And it should be play, or exclamation point play. Alright. For Abundus. One last time. Figured we'd try. I want to take Heinrichs. I will take Heinrichs. I think Heinrichs is a bit of a gamble, though. If I'm bringing an Inquisitor to task, he's either going to be upset that I challenge the authority that he has, but there's a chance that his master has gone rogue. There's also a specialty status.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
We are bound by talking to this guy. I have planets that will be of interest to your owners. I wonder how the Inquisitor factors into this place. See, my thinking is that we know that
The divine watches over us.
My favorite line. The divine watches over us. I want that throne. By rights, it should be mine. Hey, child. Oi, child. Shit. I don't have to say a name.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Oh, poop. We need to bring everybody with us.
Blessed is Von Valencia's bloodline.
If any of you would work. I need you to grab your uncle to get Miss Bell in. The Liege's palace is empty. Brochure. Sorry about that. Forgot to bring her in. The old servant casts a sharp, appraising glance at you. How can I be of use to your lordship? The hall bears the marks of a cleanup, quick, thorough, and unceremonious. The smell of ash from burned reports hangs in the air. Every trace of the Lord Inquisitor's stay at the palace has been destroyed. The only reminder of it is the elderly servant sticking out like a nail amid the emptied space. Where is Calcazar? Lord Inquisitor's away on an urgent mission. Crocier's colorless voice matches his starkly unhelpful reply. He has abandoned you here, then? My master has no need of my services on his present expedition. I was tasked with cleaning up. As soon as the conversation turns to Calcazar, deferential and ecstatic overtones brightened the servant's dry voice. I wish to know where he has gone. I was instructed to tell your lordship that the Lord Inquisitor advises against making that inquiry. The outrageously rude words are spoken in an impeccably polite tone. Abelard's face turns a deep red. You blasted! Visible effort, he swallows the insult he was about to spit out. Uriel, I am offering you my services as an interrogator, should you find it necessary to extract information you need from this recalcitrant individual. Tell me where he went, or else. That was a mistake. A blade appears in Froscher's hand, a common Cadian pattern monomolecular edged bayonet knife whose handle is covered in scratches from years of use.
Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind.
I can't see what's happening. Hold on. What do we got? Where's our most... Alright. I'm gonna back up. Not because I really care that he tries to pull a knife out on me. We're still gonna go with that, but because I want to be able to see what's going on. Would you do me a favor, Coyote? Could you rearrange the metals on that so that the cockade is below them and the metals are where that is? So there's a row of metals and above it is a circular thing called a cockade. It should be below them. I'm just dumb.
Know your
Yes,
duty.
my child.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Yeah, but I want the metals moved to where the cockade is. I know. But I can't see the metals on camera. What? I suppose. How can I be of use to you, your lordship? Alright. Tasked with cleaning up. I wish to know where he has gone. Tell me where he went. Or else. That was a mistake. Well, we got a different result. The gleaming blade makes a series of lingering flashes in your retinas. You very narrowly dodge the stabs aimed at your eyes and throat. Grab hold of the man's wrist, which might as well be made of stone, and start twisting it out of its cracking joint. A crushing elbow blow connects with your jaw, but the lightning-fast hand-to-hand fight ends in your victory before you even realize you have been attacked. You are no mere servant. Where did you learn to hit like that? Cadian assault. Date and circumstances of enlistment in the Lord Inquisitor's retinue. Classified. The servant squeezes out a venomous smile. Cadian, I've seen your breed in action. True warriors. And you weren't born with a hole where your heart should be. I can see it in your eyes. How could such a beast agree to be the Inquisitor's hound? And you have worked your way into his inner circle. Why does he want you so close to him? To frighten and slay innocents, to spy for him? What are you doing, wretch? My master told me to stay behind to prevent the possibility of pursuit. Your meddling in the Inquisition's affairs is a mistake. Tell me where Calcazar is gone and you will live. Don't you see he has abandoned you? Frosher shakes his head with a sad smile. Always faithful, your lordship. What do you need, kiddo? You have my blessing. Before Fifi walks up and asks, yeah, going to torture you for a very long time, but you will tell me everything in the end. Frosher glimpses something in your eyes and sighs in defeat. That's true. No one can endure torture forever. He went to Porta Sapientum, the dimensional gate, and I have failed him. Yes. I already said yes. Stay my hand. I did say I would spare him, right? Go, I will not kill you. The servant, now a broken man, looks at you with hatred in his eyes. You won't stop my master anyways. Anyway, don't follow him. Better run away.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
With each step, I ask for $5. Alright. Hey. It's all my homies. An entire group of people salutes you. Most of them, an escort of honor consisting of members of retinues, associates, secretaries, bodyguards, and assorted others, bow deeply to you and show their greetings, making a lot of noise. It appears the news of your impending departure has already spread throughout the station. Vladimir Tokra the Liege. Leaving us, are you, your lordship? Vladimir Tokra is once again in his clean, decorous, imperial bureaucrat persona, as if the cutthroat who carved himself a bloody path back to the liege's throne never existed. You may have a thing. Go. Thank you. There is word among my flock that rogue trader von Valancius is going on a perilous voyage. So accept this blessing for the journey, noble Uriel. Communicative interaction option unlocked. Purpose of data exchange: strengthening ties and delivering a gift, material assets, a donation to an ally. We barely got the news the Lord Inquisitor had left his cozy footfall perch, and now you're off on a long journey too. Ryza grins contentedly. Thought I might as well come to see an old acquaintance. Chartist Captain Austerius Thorfast, an officer in an Imperial Navy uniform, folds his hands in the sign of the Aquila. It's an honor, your lordship. I'm here on my superior's orders to pay my respects to House von Valancius. You come to wish me good luck, Ladame. Why, of course. No business partner of the Kaz Basilica mission is more reliable or lucrative. Then your lordship, therefore, accept this gift. And others that will be delivered to your ship as investments in your success. Word of advice. Give up smuggling. Take care of Footfall instead, or you'll end up on the gallows after all. Thank you for the warning, your lordship. Is my blessing the only thing you're here to do, Hieronymus? And to pledge my help? Go forth without fear. The cult of St. Drusus will watch over your subjects' faith. You are one of the pillars of faith in the expanse, and thus it would not be appropriate to see you off to the ungodly dark morass between the stars without a gift. Other and lesser offerings will be delivered to your ship so that you may have no want of anything on your journey. Do not forget about mercy, good shepherd. It is as important as justice. I hope mercy will be a healing potion and not a cup of poison served to my flock. But I have heard your words and committed them to my memory. Why have you come, Opticon? I'll be right back. I need the tech priest in jail. But I forgot to grab it.
Subject status assessed as highest trusted ally in accordance with the Mutual Support Manual. Please confirm your readiness to receive a fee, donation, contribution from the Cognizance Fleet. Asset description. Standard expeditionary supply set for Revelation O2 void ship and personal gift tool blessing.
Farewell, my comrade. Remember Euphrates too.
Request approved information concerning the joint cleansing of the sacred wood cataloged under high value data.
Oh, good. Riser, are you here to discuss business or just wish me good luck? Business. It's a custom among the Fellowship of the Void to never see a friend off on a long and dangerous expedition without gifts. The supplies are being loaded on your ship as we speak. And this is from old Riza personally. Ooh, we got a flashlight emitter. Just know that when I am back, I will cleanse the expanse of arch-enemy servants, and you had better not be among them. I've lived too long to take such suggestions seriously anymore. Thank you for your concern, your lordship. I'll bear it in mind. Turn to the officer. What are your orders? Your lordship, before you leave Footfall, I would like to present you with an official statement of gratitude from my organization. The Imperial Navy values House von Valancius as loyal comrades in arms. Allow us, therefore, to reiterate our grateful appreciation. Please do us the honor of accepting a modest quantity of supplies to support your courageous expedition. Expect my worlds to be under your special protection. Von Valancius Protectorate can rely on the strength of our void armor and the might of our macro cannons, we will see to it that your subjects are not harassed. It's time to depart. Farewell. A multitude of voices answers you. With good luck wishes, blessings, parting advice, words of respect, shouting over each other, but alike in their sincerity. For a second, you feel especially clearly that you likely will not see any of these people ever again.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Let's go to all. Newest to oldest. Is the target of an attack of opportunity. War World. Crusade plate armor. Violent splinter cannon. Burden of servitude. Nice. Is it worth it?
Let us walk this path to the end.
Alright, we're gonna change it over to starboard being that, and the port side will be our plasma battery. I could get more out of that, but I like having more to play with.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Opticon is funny, because he's just like, I will file this as high priority data. Ladies, can you... Your lordship, we have a long expedition ahead of us. It would be reasonable to replenish supplies, ammunition, spare parts, better equipment. Who knows what we're about to face. I have everything we need. I will be done, your lordship. Real quick, let's see.
To what do I owe this visit?
I can't just hand her over. Dang it. I was gonna get rid of Jay. If the pay isn't going to be really good, I probably wouldn't take it. Alright.
The Amanat Collective never found the time to thank you for your cooperation, Von Valancius. The part you played in achieving the restoration will not be forgotten.
What are you now? Still human or not anymore?
I am the Messiah of discontinuing. I am the computing power of 6 righteous souls. Yet I am more than that. Much like a human is more than the sum of their organs. As to whether I am human, I doubt it. I am a data spirit, an incarnation of the answer to the question we pose to the Omnissiah. However, the person you knew will forever remain at the core of my system.
I shall miss my friend Pascal.
There is no need. He has not gone anywhere. He has merely evolved.
What?
My words are his words as well.
Well, I want you to go into the storage room and pick it up. That's your second job, yeah. Go. Pick up the storage room. The stuff on the floor needs to be swept. The stuff needs to go back on the shelf. did the light turn on in there? Okay. What are you going to do now? Just a second, guys. Alright. What are you going to do now?
Serve the Omnissiah. The cycle of our lives has been worn down for too long, and I will initiate its renewal. It will be a time of great suffering and great sacrifice, but thus commands the analysis. The Cognizance fleet is ready to bear the good tidings to the Imperium. But first, I will make good on my obligations towards you. When your enemies have been vanquished, I will part ways with you. But no sooner. Such has been the judgment of the component of mine, once known as Pascal.
What you did to yourself, was it worth it?
All of it was worth it. It is the greatest honor to be the one upon whom the Omnissiah has bestowed his gift. It is the greatest heresy to reject it and allow it to sink into oblivion. Was I afraid? I was. Have I missed the past and my mortal thoughts? I have. Self-sacrifice in the name of divinity must be agonizingly painful, for no catharsis is possible without pain, and no apotheosis is genuine without loss. Forgive me for not being able to put it in any simpler terms, much as I would like to. This is something one must experience in order to comprehend it.
Are your new comrades all you hoped they would be?
My assessment of them was correct. Ignorance was remedied. Purity and loyalty were raised to an absolute degree. Castes the Doubter gave us his skepticism. Lycut the Spirit Talker, his unflinching faith. Logic and paranoia had no names in their past lives, but their minds are sharp and singular. As for Abel, the end of our captivity and isolation brought him great joy. Now imagination's speech is open to us again, and is flowing freely.
Wasn't there a simpler way to achieve your goal?
If I could show you the web of cause and effect that permeates the world, you would understand. Its threads are so numerous and so densely intertwined that they give density to the very reality around us, and analyzing them is an intricate process indeed. During my great meditation, a statistical probability was revealed to me, which led to this moment in time, and I followed it. As you can see, it has worked. I think you realize yourself that nothing was accidental, especially not our meeting. If I had chosen differently, if I had simplified my way of thinking, who knows at what moment the thread of possibilities would have taken a turn for the dark spaces of the undesirable.
Believe we're
Then
done.
I will return to my meditation.
Alright, Pascal. Abel, do you talk now? Still has the tism. We shall pray before our... Alright, something I need to do before we leave is build, well, start to build.
I'll bring glory to my bloodline.
Okay. Wait, no. I need... Oh, dang. I'm stuck with that. See, I wanted to see if I could make somebody with, like, green skin. So that I could have an orc. This hairstyle is very orky. So my thinking was some scars, the hairstyle, just basically an orc in makeup, kinda. I don't know. So I think it'd be funny to just have an orc that's just...
Let the bodies pile!
Just need to get that out of the way. I guess Nomos, you're next before I head out. So you found your great spirit, Asclepius. Bigness, do we have anything? Lastly, talk to Cassia.
My dear friend, today you have particularly bright.
Wait, I got big
I haven't.
leave.
Let us raise our cups at Vator, and on Fenris shoulder.
Your pilgrimage is complete. Her Argentus face is as white as a sheet, and her eyes are half closed. Her lips tremble slightly as she whispers a prayer. She seems to be oblivious to the world around her. Your pilgrimage is complete. Do you still wish to follow me?
Following you into the flames of battle will grant me a chance of purification. And that is all I want. It is all I think about. A righteous death and peace thereafter, should he choose to grant it to his unworthy daughter.
My dear friend, today you have... right here? Are you sure?
There are several books in my chamber.
If you continue inviting me to literary evenings so often, the servants will realize what is going on.
Playing regicide and reading books, it's a hobby. And it makes us tired.
Oh, your back and neck. Let me put some ointment on them. But am I mistaken? Or do you like my claws?
Alright. My only complaint about this game is that I have a bath and I can't use it. But, should you buy the game? I will answer this. Yes, because the organ plays. That is 100% my reasoning. I'll soon have an Inquisitor's rosette and head to put in there. Where are we off to? We are off to see the wizard. No, we're actually just off to... Alright. Porta Serpentum, which is all the way up that way, if I remember correctly. There's no telling what awaits you beyond the gate, but one thing you know for certain, there will be no turning back. It is the point of no return. Ensure that you have taken care of any unfinished business, procured all necessary equipment, explored every world, and completed any desired colonial projects. You will no longer be able to do so after passing through the other side. Quick save. Beat quarters. If we can get $15 in the next 15 minutes, then yes. Whether that comes from subs, or tips, or whatever, I will gladly put the code on. I'm not gonna do the hat tonight, but I'll put the coat on. I'll wear it for 2 hours. How about that? So 7:30. Lord Captain, our augurs are detecting energy currents of indeterminate nature within the dimensional gate. It appears to be active, with a number of ships near the gate. We see a number of ships... Oh, wait. Let me do it right. Lord Captain, our augurs are detecting energy currents of indeterminate nature within the dimensional gate. It appears to be active. We see a number of ships near the gate, and judging by their markings, they belong to the Lord Inquisitor Calcazar's personal squadron. Lord Captain, don't take it as cowardice, but duty obliges me to ask, do you realize that this may end up being a one-way voyage? Or you do realize this might end up being a one-way voyage, don't you? Switch on Vox communication with all decks. Crew, this is the Lord Captain speaking. I am taking the ship into the unknown, where danger lies and glory awaits. Are you with me? For a while you hear no response, then silence is broken by the sound of heavy footfalls. The rhythmic stomping grows louder and louder. Thousands of feet strike the deck, as if marching into oblivion under your banner. Onward. No matter what this journey holds for us, I am ready. Yes, Lord Captain. Whatever's waiting out there, beware. Von Valentius is coming. Yeah, I'll put a shill in, so you guys have it. I'll do it for YouTube and Twitch. And I think I need to do it on Kick as well, because it doesn't like to have stuff out there. And let me know whether or not you want it announced, or what. Like, if you want me to say your name. Sure, get the coat. I'll read out of the handbook, the uplifting primer. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can do it for a little bit longer than that. Y'all donated enough, that's good. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Contact the ships at the gate. I wish to go through. Incoming message. You are entering an area declared forbidden. Any attempt to approach the Xeno artifact will be considered an act of rebellion against the Emperor. Leave now or you will be destroyed. Lord Captain, would you prefer to send your reply with help of the Vox clerics or the main gun deck? Main gun deck. Commence the blessed ritual of loading. All decks, begin combat preparations. We are giving battle. You heard the Lord Captain. Battle stations. Wait, who in the void is that? Some of the enemy ships are breaking formation in haste. They are regrouping and falling back to repel an attack from the rear. Looks like someone has arrived to lend us a hand. The enemy is scattered. Now's the time to engage. Who's attacking the Lord Inquisitor's forces? The augurs detect ships marked with the coat of arms of House Winterscale. Then we too shall strike.
This hallowed vessel's bulkheads will hold strong.
Firestorm class, huh? Well, first things first. Reinforce the 4 shields. Torpedoes away.
Send our enemies to the void.
Ramming speed.
Steady now. Just one precise hit.
Let the macro cannons sing their deadly litany. Unleash a barrage of destruction!
buy. I need to restart them shields.
Do not pass up this chance to strike our enemies.
Lance is not very cash money.
An opening! Our gun batteries await your command! Helmsman, navigate us to the designated coordinates. Unleash the power of our lance batteries. Steady now. Just one precise hit.
Need to go to port, I think.
Full ahead. Show them the fury of our macro cannon.
Another enemy sundered by the void.
I want the boarding party. Reinforce port shields.
Leave no trace of their filth, rogue trader.
New heading. Alright, let's shallow jump it. Keeps our movement nice and open.
Deliver their demands.
We broke their shield, Lord Captain.
Unleash the power of our lance.
Negation through blessed plasma.
They pale before our mastery of the void.
Yes. Lord Captain, they have fired boarding torpedoes. It It looks like the enemy has decided to take us down with a single decisive strike. Let us fend them off in honest combat. Brace for impact. Yes, Lord Captain. Sound the alarm on all decks, all crew members. Get ready to repel the boarders. Yeah, they're the ones that are closest, I suppose. Dare you, Ashira? The heavily armored woman eyes you and sneers. A rogue traitor. That's a new notch on my gun stock. Never killed one of you before. Ah, fearless, mighty, with a heart as cold as stone. A worthy opponent, a far cry from wretched Xenos and stinking heretics. It will be glorious to slay you. Alfar greets Kalkazar's assassin with the softest smile you've ever seen on his face. Stand aside, Redbeard, while I cut off the rogue traitor's head. I wouldn't want to kill my first Emperor's angel in a hurry. The woman reciprocates with an equally friendly gaze, and you see confusion on the faces of those around you. Ashira, what made you think you had the right to invade the ship of one of the God Emperor's anointed? And Kallax, wrong place, wrong time again. This time will be your last, and don't you dare lecture me on how my actions deviate from the Creed. You, who've already proven yourself unfit for our cause. Heinrichs, who am I about to kill? One of the Lord Inquisitor's acolytes. This is Ashira, the cleaner. She cleans up what has outlived its usefulness to Kalkazar. Yeah, I'm petty. I'm not going to give them the chance to surrender. Barging onto my bridge was a big mistake. The woman lets out a bloodthirsty chuckle. Yes, it was. I was hoping to blow your ship's reactor and just send bits of you flying into the void, but I'm going to enjoy this even more if I do it all myself.
My soul is ablaze with righteous fury.
None of you shall survive!
There won't be any cover really when I'm done. Haha. Enjoy the ride, kiddos.
If I may.
protect me!
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Emperor, protect me!
Strengthens me.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I shall endure everything with unshakable faith. Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps. Rejoice in service.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Be nice to him.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Hey, we're not kicking up all this noise right here. Did you not hear me? Child. Why is your brother crying?
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I have read tomes of military tactics.
This way! I'll do what it takes.
Weather the storm!
I can't stand it! Break their morale! Weapon at the ready. Die! Naturally. For the throne's glory. I'll see our foes obliterated. I need a foothold. But of course, Lord Captain.
We're about to trigger a major psychic phenomenon.
Let's see to it how they dance against me. Naturally. For the throne's glory. Your reckoning is due. victory.
No. Magos, Hanneman.
My vow is to serve. Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is fitness of battle,
Oh,
but in execution,
get off my bridge.
request denied. Running binaric override.
Stay vigilant. Get to them, heretics!
I must not falter.
Follow my
Lord,
lead.
you and I shall finish this together. We're gonna set you up to knock it out.
It will be done. I will do my duty. Victory is imminent. It will be done. Follow my lead. Follow my lead.
Alright, that is good enough.
Through pain and hardship, we prove our devotion. Actions will speak louder than words.
Buddy.
I will not be deterred. I took care of this one.
Bye-bye. Well,
Know your duty.
Gregor, everyone else, good work. I would have populated this back here personally, just because it would be us protecting the inner portion, but yeah, that's me. You having a dog dream? Yeah, she having a dog dream. The audacity. Boarding my ship. The enemy has been routed, your lordship. We are receiving a Vox signal requesting that we admit a convoy of shuttles on board for an audience. The Augurs have confirmed that the shuttles are unarmed and belong to the forces that aided us in battle. Do you wish to welcome these visitors? Welcome our visitors and usher them to the bridge. Sporting a holstered auto gun you've not seen before, Generous Danrock clears his throat before he begins. Reporting, Lord Captain, the attack on the ship has been repelled. All decks have been cleared of trespassers. Hull breaches have been or are being mended. You have eminent visitors who wish to congratulate you on your victory. Caligos Winterscale has grown hollow-cheeked and pale instead of the graceful movements of a fierce predator. He now lurches like a lame bird. The Augmetics in his broken back are unable to make him as light-footed as he once was. He lets out a tired sigh and says joylessly, "We meet again, Uriel." Caligos, I see your wounds could not stop you from paying me a call. Takes more than a broken back to fix my bad temper. Why did you decide to interfere? Quit playing coy, Uriel. You know very well why. I am here because I owe you. Alas, Winterscales never find themselves in debt for long. Besides, I've never liked Calcazar. Your acknowledgement of me as a threat speaks to the trustworthiness of your intuition, and now that you have decided to take on the Lord Inquisitor, I would much rather align myself with a tried and true ally than somebody of dubious repute. What do you mean to do next? Correct my mistakes, save what is left of my protectorate, find the worlds lost to the warp storm, drive the Xenos out, weed out the final Dawn infiltrators, and negotiate peace with House Corda. The spite with which Caligos spits out the word peace makes him look like his old self for just a brief moment. Choose your new path with care. Now that a single step brings excruciating pain, I'm being very cautious about the paths I choose. Brazenness still colors the contours of Winterscale's smile, but the spite has vanished. Factotum, I must report on the state of the Factotum, report on the state of the ship and the crew. Minor damage to outer plating in the midship hull and negligible personnel losses as a result of offensive action by enemy boarding parties. The key systems are in order. The Engineerium reports impeccable compliance on the part of the machine spirits. In other words, we are fully combat ready, Captain. I must get underway, wasting no time on meaningless good luck wishes. The enemy is defeated, Lord Captain. We're ready to begin the spatial transmission. Dozens of pairs of eyes hang on your every gesture, your every sigh. Every crew member waits with bated breath, lest they miss your decisive words. Start the translation procedure.
The ancient gate, long impenetrable for the rogue trader, was at last ready to reveal its secrets. After gathering allies and preparing to venture into the unknown, the Lord Captain plunged headlong into the darkness that held ancient nightmares. And the answers to all his questions.
Oh boy, Necron crap. Translation complete, Lord Captain. Current coordinates unknown and undeterminable. All that's in the ship's immediate vicinity is the dimensional gate that has gone into passive mode and a large amount of debris. No enemies detected. Lord Ulfor may need to be informed that the coordinates of his esteemed battle brothers traveled to match a location somewhere in these star systems. Everything has reason. The threads of my and my brother's weirds are tied together. I see Black means will in our meeting finally approaching. Let us find them, Eight Vater, for such is our destiny's wish. What happened to the dimensional gate? The engine seers have proposed a hypothesis that it has entered some kind of recharge mode. After accumulating enough energy for a new translation, it will activate again. Or at least that's what all of us want to believe. Badly. What kind of debris? Those are ship carcasses. Judging by their markings, they were part of the Lord Inquisitor's fleet and likely acted as a patrol force. The damage doesn't look like it came from any weapon we know. And the way the debris is scattered suggests that the battle was short. Someone attacked and destroyed every one of them in the blink of an eye. Someone we have never encountered before. What is this place? Can't say, Lordship. These are unfamiliar stars. The system is not listed in our astrogational data. We're in uncharted territory. We are going after the Lord Inquisitor. As you command, your Lordship, if I may point out, the expedition equipment prepared in advance for your Lordship and your retinue has been maintained well and is ready for use at your order. The gifts passed to us by us from Footfall have likewise been inventoried and prepared for service. What are these gifts we received? The devout preachers of the cult of St. Druas supplied our holds with a number of relics blessed by their prayers. Venerable representatives of the Cognizance fleet supplied us with gifts of the Omnissiah normally unobtainable by the laity. Merchants from the Fellowship of the Void gave us a share of their most precious trophies. Dubious though their origin may be, they are quite useful nonetheless. Agents of the Cas Basilica mission supplied us with goods that circumvented any official customs inspections due to their strictly illegal nature. Imperial Navy officers supplied us with spare ship parts, fuel, and everything one may require on a long and perilous expedition. If your Lordship wills it, I can provide you with an itemized report and sweet-voiced servants to read it out. Excellent. I am delighted to be of use to your Lordship. You've jumped into an uncharted sector on the edge of the expanse. The dimensional gate is closed, and you are currently cut off from the rest of the Coronis expanse. You cannot return to previous systems or chart routes to them. Protectorate management is also unavailable, and there is no way to contact faction trade representatives. There is no way back, and it is pointless to look anywhere but ahead. Establish routes to the new systems in the uncharted sector on the map, and go forth to meet the inevitable. Having scanned the surface, the officers report the remains of an exploration camp to which a team of scouts is immediately sent. The scouting party is confused. All the equipment bears the Von Valencius coat of arms, but there's no trace of anyone other than the rogue trader's servants. Find out what happened. Scouts find traces of gunfire on the field equipment. A single unharmed data crypt is found in one of the cogitators. A group of tech priests successfully decrypt part of the data, including an order to eliminate the exploration team. Signed by Theodora von Valencius. Not far from the camp is a pit full of charred bones and fragments of armor bearing the rogue trader's coat of arms. The scout's report leaves Abelard with conflicting feelings, despite his certainty that her ladyship Theodora would not give such an order without very good reason. Abelard's expression is somber, like a missionary who has lost his faith. Signal. The rocky world is bound in ice and shrouded in a thick fog of dark clouds. Augurs trace a faint signal to the area under the ice alongside a distress call whose encryption matches that used by the Lord Inquisitor and his teams. Decrypt the transmission coming from the planet. Lex interrogators quickly and effortlessly break the clever code. The transmission goes as follows. Acolyte 17-1, Lord Inquisitor. The event, horrific vision, occurred. Goodbye, the Emperor protects. Descend to the planet's surface and find the signal source. Oh! Very well. Alright, I'm gonna hit the level up. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back, guys. Just give me a few minutes. A second. And we're back. Hey. Mwah.
I love you, Daddy.
Sorry, it's bedtime, guys. Not for you. We'll stay up.
Wow, this hurt me.
Oh, did this hurt you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Skull bit you a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's okay. All right. Can you give me a wipe? Something sticky touched my controller. What's up? You need a hug and a kiss? Alright. Mwah. Give me a kiss. Thank you. Mwah. I love you, bub. Alright. At what point do I get to get other stuff? Whenever a vanguard hits an enemy with an attack of opportunity, that enemy just stacks. I'd rather that. And let's go with a 50 agility. Ballistic skill is pretty decent. All right. It's killed at least one enemy. I don't know why I hadn't taken that earlier. Fellowship, intelligence, perception, strength, toughness, and skill, willpower. All right. Stratagem, combat tactics. Oh, well, heck, let's do that. Willpower. Yes, my child.
I love you. Can I get your hat?
I don't want to wear the hat.
You can sleep on my bed. It will just be you. You will be going. Just
Abelard. Protective word.
I'll be near you.
Never the enemy. Fellowship. Friend.
We're making a giant room in our bed. Giant bed in our bedroom. Kind of like it this
All right. Psyker. Two sail. Bring willpower up. That'll do. I did need to check on one thing. Go to inventory. Alright, there is armor I have specifically for you. Oh, dang it. I forgot to take power armor proficiency. I need to get general feats soon so that I can have this. Alright, Abelard, I've got for you this nice... Oh, that sucks for you, actually. Henrix, what do you got? 65% compared to... You don't have heavy armor proficiency. Oh wait, I did get a new toy for Ulfar. $232. Probably going to switch over to the bolter again. .25 rate of fire is 6.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Dad, we should. Yeah.
Barely perceptible heavy thrumming permeates the walls of the crypt which are adorned with strange geometric shapes.
By faith,
I can.
I'm listening.
You are...
no suffering will make me forget his sacred words.
Huh?
Burn the heretic, kill the mutant, purge the
All
unclean.
appears if they are cast from a single piece of metal and seem impressively durable. It is impossible to gauge how many centuries have passed since they were built.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
The blackened tracks of blood extend further, leading you into the depths of the corridor. A rotten metallic scent wafts from the pool of dried blood.
I need to look closer.
When you touch the smooth surface of the wall, it burns with cold. As if in warning, danger lurks beyond.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
An uneven ripple runs across the stella's surface. Symbols covering it tremble and blend into each other. None stay in your memory for longer than a second. Military equipment and military equipment and mechanisms for sacred machines. Everything is untouched. Lore
Easily done.
Xenos. The sight of the Xenos symbols is repulsive, but your will is strong. At the press of a key, the vid screen displays the following status: beginning transmission to the sacred calculator. Missing data. Shunning imperfections of the flesh, its transience, and its finiteness. Missing data. The new. Preserving a bond with the old through rhythm. Images. Missing data.
The divine watches over
Hey, I
us.
found somebody. I don't think they're going to be helpful. A rotting corpse is slumped over the cogitator. What force could have thrown it?
Operation
The surface of
successful.
symbols trembles like rippling water, but it has no effect on you. The vid screen awakens at your touch. Status: beginning data transmission to the sacred. Alright. Cool. I expect this crap out of the mechanic. You'd think the Inquisition would know better. And more grim in the green subterranean glow.
Know your duty.
Hey, a pile of bodies. The Inquisitor soldiers are dead. Something unspeakable mutilated their bodies and dumped them together in a pile. Lord Xenos. Tell me the
That
thing.
was a problem for you.
The column emits a low roar, but you're able to withstand it. The bid screen. Yep. We have become... Missing data turns to darkness. It shall be conquered and shall tremble in fear. Missing data. And it's Fight Highnesses. We have embarked on a new trajectory amid the stars. Missing data. And symbols before existence.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully
I mean,
ours.
that is what went on with the Necrons. They... Tall pillars stretch upward from the abyss of pale mist, seemingly rising from the void itself. Looking at the greenish haze makes your body feel sluggish with weariness. They sold their souls to the Catan. The Catan. And now that sucks for them. A monstrous structure looms majestically over you. The energy split into the air, obstructs your mind for a moment, it seems. That not only are you studying the obelisk, but it is studying you.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Let me talk to this cogitator. Several disfigured corpses in the uniforms of Inquisition soldiers have been tossed in a grotesque pile between the cogitator and the large obelisk-like statue. Their killers left no trace, but you have the nagging, oppressive feeling that the very walls are watching you. The air, thick with electricity and the heavy stench of rotting flesh, only makes the feeling worse. Closing his eyes and sniffing noisily, the wolf snarls grimly. What killed these mortals is still near. I can smell it, a lifeless stench. Not like a corpse, but like the iron teeth in Mordecai's maw. A message is blinking impatiently on the cogitator's vid screen. Process, linguistic analysis. Status, awaiting data cataloging. Activate information panels. Let's look at this machine. You've never seen a cryptographic machine as intricate or unorthodox as this one. The numerous sacred seals of algorithmic asceticism suggest the spirit dwelling within is exceptionally cunning and powerful, privy to forbidden knowledge. Pascal bows reverently to the sacred machine and whispers,
This machine's spirit is wayward and apprehensive, for it is tormented. Its intricate mind carries many scars from pacifying binaric litanies.
The tech priest carefully removes the severed human finger from the input panel, whispers an apologetic prayer to the cogitator, and casually tosses the piece of flesh away. Confirm the activation of the information panels. An impulse of the motive force runs through the thick cables around the cogitator. Data accepted. Alg 84521 -4521. Linguistic analysis complete. Initiate final cataloging. Initiate final cataloging. The The vid screen fills with the same symbols you saw in the surrounding buildings. You feel an inexplicable rush of disgust at the sight of them in place of familiar words and numbers. Almost identical geometric shapes combine into long chains and flash by too fast for you to take them in. A text in low Gothic appears under the glyphs, shunning the imperfections of the flesh, its transience, and its finiteness. We have embarked on a new trajectory amid the stars, and we have become immortal. We have become the new, preserving a bond with the old through rhythm, images, and symbols. Before existence turns to darkness, it shall be conquered, and it shall tremble in fear. Report reference error. Cataloging completed successfully. Go out of here. You did not have permission to get on that. You will leave it here. All of you, bed. You will read them a story.
We won't even bed.
Active vocabulary of the Xenos race compiled. Data transfer to the translation devices required to save the catalog. Declining will result in catalog deletion. Continue? Continue. Alright, I need to go get something, because Pascal's probably going to do a lot of talking. Alright. I need to get a new piece of foil to replace the old that as you use it, the membrane pops and breaks. This one, because I used it so much yesterday, is already pretty far gone.
Now I see why they needed such an ancient and powerful machine spirit. To decipher a Xenos language is practically to comprehend it. This language this archaeotech is on the verge of turning into an abominable intelligence.
Trepidation blends with horror in the tech priest's voice.
It cannot be left here. I am sending an order to the ship to deploy a team of technomats to dismantle and extract the sacred machine.
We're gonna grab that, transfer the data to your elucidator. Now connected to the cogitator, your elucidator hums intensely. As it learns the meaning of the hitherto unfamiliar glyphs, it responds with rattles and metallic groans. The cogitator's vid screen lights up. Operation completed. Try to extract the data concerning the mechanism's masters. The mechanism, having served the Inquisition so faithfully, is loath to part with its secrets. One after another, menacing scarlet dots light up the casing. Pascal bows his head and mutters a prayer, then makes a quick motion with his fingers. Several lights on the cogitator go out as its defenses crack.
Forgive me, ancient spirit. You must be pacified.
Continue. Your ruthless intrusion into the cogitator's memory chambers yields the following message. Prepare for the start of Operation Precious Sentinel. The horrific vision event may come to pass. Orders to abort the research mission and join the contingent on Epitaph. Codes for traversing the minefields are attached. The message has an attachment containing astronomical coordinates of a planet along with some binary code. Priority 0. Contact with barrier squadron lost during dimensional gate recharging. No confirmation received of gate being sealed. Stay on high alert. The cogitator shrieks indignantly and lights up with blinding red indicators and letting out a high-frequency howl. A word appears across the entire width of the vid screen. Algorithm 00-02. Intrusion! When the ringing in your ears subsides, you realize you hear something else. Someone's heavy footsteps. The vindictive machine spirit triumphantly displays a blinking prophetic message. Night comes, true, boundless. Stars know them. It is bestowed upon them to fade. Worlds that is bestowed upon them to turn to ash at our coming.
The holy Xenocide is its own reward.
Alright. What we got? Necrons, Canoptics, Scarabs. Necrons and Scarabs. Necrons and Scarabs. Locust heavy destroyers. This
If you insist, Lord Captain. If I may. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Insignificant value. Running binary, I venerate you, machine spirit.
Let's see if you can discontinue.
I'm not
that.
accustomed to being ordered around.
Successfully terminated. Advancing. Insignificant value.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I am a navigator, not a
I do
servitor.
have some abilities that are useful here.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
By claw and thigh, the foe will be torn asunder!
Well, actually, can I just shoot from here and hit him?
So it shall be! Corpse play! So shall it be. I will carve runes out of your bones! succeeds! I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument! Wolves reign! Feel the icy bite of death! So it shall die in disgrace! I challenge you, Damget. Time for our return.
Oh, that's a death mark. Oh, oof. First of all, let's do that.
And so it shall be done.
Second of all,
Rejoice in service.
I won't object to it. I feel the power surging.
oh, I can't reach it. I've got a shotgun together. Well, buff time.
Let's see to it. But of course,
Make my
Lord
muscles
Captain.
grow.
I can't allow myself to do this. Actions will speak louder than words. I will
Fires
not
anti-necron
deter.
damage, basically. But it's not very great about it. So there is that.
The Emperor commands. I won't suffer this. Rejoice in service.
High momentum. Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Request approved.
How well does this work on you guys?
The scriptural
Pretty dang
prognosis
well,
is
apparently.
My vow is to serve. Request approved. Running binaric override. The Omnissiah knows all. I venerate you, machine spirit. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved.
Alright, he's gonna end up getting back up, isn't he?
Running binaric override.
My place is at the fore. Indeed. At your beck and call. It will be done. Victory is imminent. Indeed. Target well struck. I will do my gray hair sure have.
For the throne's glory. I won't object to it.
Yeah, 2 points of damage.
Let's see to it. Naturally.
Have some warp craft. Really? point, even though it's...
The Inquisition sends their regards.
Alright, let's see. What's going on with this thing? We shall work our way to the back then.
I won't object to it.
I mean,
But of course,
I have
Lord
anti-tank
Captain.
rounds.
Terror, smite your enemies. For the throne's glory, nothing stands against me. Naturally. Let's see to it. Holy terror, smite your enemies.
Emperor,
Be
strength.
out of sight and out of mind. I know she's powerful, but...
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Duty demands. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Request approved.
Sort of isolated this group here.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
The fame-hungry come. I will carve runes out of your bones. None can do it. Wolves reign. See how the wolf succeeds. Wolves reign. So it shall be. I have become your father's worthy instrument! Feel the icy bite of death! The dynasty will rise again.
Nothing stands against me.
Oh, that.
Might is bringing.
Throne take you.
My enemies shall be crushed like dust beneath my feet.
Oh, did we go down for a second? Ace. The weak has-been killer, man. Necrons are crazy, though.
This is beyond me. And so shall it be done.
Alright, let's see what we got.
It will be done.
Follow my lead, and then...
At your beck and call. An exemplary strike.
On his turn, he can work his way around behind. And then Heinrichs can follow him in.
I cannot comply. Rejoice in service.
Or alternatively, hear me out, we go right there.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens. The Emperor commands.
all the way.
It will be done. I will do my duty. Indeed.
One hit, 343 damage later.
At your beck and swat you a target. Victory is imminent.
Pain of this mortal flesh means nothing.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. But of course, Lord Captain, for the throne's glory. Let's see to it. I won't object. Holy terror, smite your enemies. Let's see to it.
Alright, we should have it good either way he turns.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Especially if we can get Cassian involved.
If I may.
Wolfar is way the heck out of the fight, but we have a remedy for this.
Our foes reek of cowardice. Cops play. So shall it be.
At least Wolfar can sort of pick at him a little bit. It's not a lot, but meh.
None can do better than a warrior of the All-Father. So it shall be. Wolves ready.
I forgot about the death mark. That's a bit of a problem.
will not be deterred.
I don't like that. Thunder! My strike is ruin! Give this task to someone lesser. Cubs play. I challenge you, Damget. See how the wolf succeeds! Wolves reign! So shall it be and become the All-Father's worthy instrument!
Alright.
May the Divine's will be done. And so it shall be done.
Firing pattern detected.
So that is out of bounds. Can I blow this up?
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Turn that light off.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Running binary override. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Request approved. Combat is an equation. Your life is a negligible variable.
A tactically sound approach. I'd rather not. I'm not interested. That's not the Seneschal's job. It will be done. Indeed.
This thunder! My
Naturally.
I don't have to do decent damage, I just
Let's
have
see
to
to
do
it.
damage.
Nothing stands against me. For the throne's glory. But of course, holy terror, smite your enemies.
Shoot him in the
Battlefields
butt,
are always
Cassia.
drowned in scarlet. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Running binary override.
The wolf is on the hunt. The fame-hungry come. Cubs play. Die in disgrace. Savior.
Blessed is von Valencia's bloodline. Let the faith guide my path to glory.
So that was fun. So we're just playing around with Necron crap. Old Captain, unidentified sickle-shaped ships have taken off from the planet we just left. They're approaching swiftly and readying their weapons for battle. Get ready, it's about to get hot in here. I'm ready. I don't think they are. I think I have a doom sickle somewhere in my collection. Oh, I think it's an orc one. I mean, it's a Necron one, but I looted it for orcs under the old rules. Alright, let's see what we got here.
have a destination to reach. Bring doom to our enemies! Unleash the power of our lance batteries! Rain destruction upon our enemies! Helmsman, navigate us to the designated coordinates. Let the macro cannon sing their deadly litany.
Whoa. That was not as easy as I thought. I feel bad for doing it, but, you know... What we got here? Where this random missions at?
Unleash a barrage of destruction. Reinforce force shields. Am I really about to slam torps straight India?
A breach in the enemy's shield has been revealed.
Just barely.
Show them the fury of our macro cannons.
Go give them tech, boys.
Set course with all haste. Bring doom to our enemies. I want to hear the macro cannons roar! Deliver their demise!
Okay, we're gonna reinforce.
Helmsman, navigate us to the designated
Starboard
coordinates.
shields.
We broke their shield, Lord Captain.
We have a destination to reach. Bring doom to our enemies. Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
A commendable victory, rogue trader.
Hey. We'll upgrade now. Lord Captain, whatever. What were those things? You took off from the surface. They took off from the surface where you landed. I've never seen. I've never seen ships like that full. Never seen such technologies either. We fished a trophy out of the void, relatively intact. Fragment of a wreck and sent it to our engine seers. And just in case, we've isolated the compartment where they are performing their comprehension literacy, or liturgies. Research tomes in the Rogue Trader's private library. An hours-long silence follows as your order is executed. At last, the Vox comes to life again. Your lordship, the Carto Artifix claims to have found a mention of Xenos similar to the ones we've encountered. The manuscript refers to them as Necrons. Nothing but tales and rumors. I've heard stories about sickle ships that reap entire squadrons like ears of grain. About crews that know no fear about the veil of death that shrouds them and corrodes their enemy ships like rust. Those stories aren't worth a Grox's behind. Though because they also say that none has ever survived encountering those sickle ships. If that were true, wouldn't there wouldn't be anyone around to tell those stories, would there?
Data available. Nephilimex, the Omnissiah's fallen angels, citing a quotation. The perverse machine spirits ever created by the Omnissiah in will, in body and power. Unmatched in their perfection, they were realizing the design of the Deus Mechanicus into being. But the principle of entropy conceived by the Omnissiah was fundamental. Thus, even the perfect became flawed through the overabundance of their perfection. So vast were the Nephilim's abilities, so immeasurable the depth of their minds that pride tempted them. The Nephilimex rejected the design of the Deus Mechanicus in favor of their own. The order of existence was defiled, and a great war of absolute destruction came. The Nephilimex were overthrown and exterminated, only a few managing to hide from the Omnissiah's eye. By extinguishing their minds and shrouding themselves in oblivion. In their dreams, the Omnissiah created new machine spirits and destined them into servitude so that they would remember the limits of their power and would not descend into pride. As for the ultimate perfection, the Deus Mechanicus abolished it from the universe, and thus it was no more.
What is this trophy we have acquired? The engineers are at a loss. They say it's a gift born from the Omnissiah's wisdom, but its image was imperfect, and therefore it was eroded by corruption and unbelief, whatever that means. The ship's minor conclave has gone into data meditation to produce a resolution regarding the admissibility of using this item. Bolster the crew's morale. Give out additional rations to those who showed valor in battle. This is just the beginning. Yeah, we're using the decock for boarding parties. I don't know why the ships fly back. I guess to keep the ships and the other stuff. How close are we to... This is where there's, orcs. Approach the warp reef. Burning worlds. Stay on this side of the system for a bit, and see what's going on. Emerald fires. Most of the surface is covered in icy dunes with greenish highlights. At first, officers aboard the vessel decide the unusual color of the ice is due to a quirk of the atmosphere. Later, it becomes evident. The source of the highlights is a group of monstrous pyramidal structures wreathed in emerald fire. Examining them in detail with magnoculars, it can be seen that one of the monoliths is damaged. The device on its wall emits an energy beam at a single pyramid not far from itself. Examine them. Von Valencia's scouts approach the monoliths with as much care as possible, fearing the appearance of an enemy. A small servitor sent to gather data about the energy beam clearly demonstrated the destructive power of this xenotechnology. After carelessly making contact with the beam, it instantaneously broke apart into minuscule pieces. It is curious that the second pyramid is still intact, and that only matter at the source of the beam is being destroyed. Study the monolith. The energy beam barely reflects off the dark metal of the pyramid. Occasionally, a scarcely visible wave runs across the surface of the monolith's walls, as if after which the material appears to become even smoother. It's as if one monolith is feeding the other, not destroying it. A few scouts decide to come closer in order to better examine the phenomenon. No, don't! Soldiers of Von Valencius notice a fragment of a metallic ribcage melted right into the material of one of the walls, like a bizarre bas relief. Between rows of ribs, a talisman of black stone shimmers with colored light after each wave of energy. The figure to which the talisman belonged shows no signs of life. After a quick debate, the officers decide to take the artifact on board. Nice.